went to a northern state, and in his bid to defend his father, he made some statements. He said some things. Yeah, he said some things, and those things that he said had Nigerians saying some things too. It's quite ugly on the internet. They're scratching him, they're dragging him like a tiger generator, as the young people say. Nigerians are not having it because his utterances were a little worrisome. If for a democratic government, it's worrisome. He had Nigerians worried and had Nigerians predicting the future and trying to make sense of why he was so aggravated in his speech. He went to break fast with Muslim brothers in the north, and the food was said to have come without meat, according to eyewitnesses. And also he decided to, while he was addressing the people, he just lost his cool just for a moment. And he said his father is the greatest president in Nigeria's history. And he mentioned some things that they'd done, how they fed the people, and he kept saying how they fed the people. So he also got Nigerians wondering if it was the whole rice business. So rice is trending this morning. Sheikh Tinubu is also trending. Tinubu is a terrible president is also trending all over the global this morning, because Nigerians took it upon themselves to jump on the hashtag. And there are videos about hardship and economic crunch and how people are not doing okay, flying around all over the social media. Nigerians are trying to speak up, especially with Oshie Ogumaye's situation. That's the youth copper who was supposed to coming for her for saying that the administration of President Tinubu is terrible. Examples have been cited. So many things have happened. And this morning, we've been told that inflation, oh yes, inflation. We've been told that inflation has, made a dip, between yesterday and this morning, just maybe perhaps because of our complaints, There's been a lot of complaints in the past 48 hours about the hardship and the way things are not doing very okay for Nigerians. And just 13 hours ago, Nigeria's inflation dropped to 23.18% from 24.48%. So according to the government, we have food. We're not hungry. You're not wondering what to do about your family. You're not wondering about health care. You're not wondering about any of those things, because according to the government, these problems can disappear by just mere quotations of numbers, and boom, they are out of the way, right? So also, before I read you the headlines, there is one that really caught me as well this morning, and it's been celebrated in the political class as something fantastic. People like myself are wondering why the House of Representatives yesterday donated 705 million naira to the federal government to support vulnerable Nigerians during the month of Ramadan. Since I read this headline, I haven't slept properly, because 705 million. You donated 705 million. House of Representative members donated 705 million to Nigeria's federal government to support vulnerable Nigerians during the month of Ramadan. Okay. All right, let's go straight to the newspaper headlines this morning and tell you what's going on. Don't say you heard it from me. Let's hear from the horse's mouth. Now, listen, you can join this program live on YouTube right? It's High Voltage News. Please like, subscribe, and share. You'll be doing me a huge favor, okay? Also, you can call live into the studio, which is the actual idea. We want feedback. We want to hear what you think about these stories, what you think about these policies, these things that have been told you about your life. How do you receive them? Do you approve of them? Do you like them? What do you understand about these things? What kind of what level of relationship can you construct between the things you hear and the things that are happening to you? This is your chance to lend your voice to the things that are happening. You can call the studio lines, you can text it, and you can also send us a WhatsApp message. All right, the numbers are 0706 You can also call 0915-570-8347 to be a part of the program this morning. My name is Mavis Atudume, just in case you're just joining me. Listen, let's go to the Punch newspaper this morning. So, impeachment move. Tension in River State as Assembly serves Fubara a misconduct notice. In case you don't understand what that means, it means that there is a probable impeachment hanging around somewhere. It's been moving around. And it's caused a lot of arguments, on the discussion space. People are thinking that Fubara would have done things differently. A lot of people salary cut. All right, let's open that story and see what it says. Okay, look at this. The leadership of the Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council has threatened to picket Nigeria's Office of the Accountant General of the Federation over salary cuts and payment in the month of January and February 2025. This comes as the council disagrees with the OAGF's claim that there has been a shortfall in payment of salaries for 2 months under review. The National Secretary of the JNPSNC, Olowoyo Wenga, has disclosed this in a statement on Monday, right? However, a council made up of all federal servants said the claims by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation were far from the truth. I remember that just as we were stepping into the month of March, the federal government, I read this one myself, I discussed it here with you, the federal government talked about, reducing salaries for the month of January, and that was for the month of February and March, because according to the federal government, there was a problem, a technical problem that overpaid federal workers during the month of December and the month of January. So it was said that most of them had received more than they were supposed to get, and that the reductions were expected. But apparently, these associations are saying that no, that is not true. That they weren't overpaid. So who's right about this? Did you receive more payments than you should have in the month of December and January? Or is this all new? All right, let's continue to review this. I think we should run out from the Daily Post this morning. Let's look somewhere else. Okay, let's check out the news now and see if they're ready for us. Okay, as Abiodun opens up about Ogun State and the East-West for business. Okay, so this is continuing. All right, Governor Abiodun has opened up Ogun State, and investors are trooping in, including Alhaji Aliko Dangote. It's a fantastic phenomenon. Most people are hoping that if Dangote is able to start up a cement factory in 2026 and it's ready by 2026, perhaps the price too would drop down and create some competition in the cement industry. But now it will seem like he will be competing against himself, because okay, I don't know, but these are the issues we have in our hands this morning to tackle. So you have the floor. The phone lines are officially open. Do call in to share your thoughts, views, contributions, and analysis on any of these stories. You're welcome to share your views with us this morning. Drop your comments on the YouTube comment section at High Voltage News. We are live. And you can also check us out on Facebook at Volt 1043 FM. We are also on there. You can call the studio lines 0706 048 5853. Also call 0915 570 8347. Remember, you can text these numbers and you can also send a WhatsApp message to either of the numbers as well. Okay, so outside that, there are some things on our investigated stories. Maybe you have heard, maybe you haven't heard. Professor Barrister Anya Fulugo was supposed to be here this morning, but for some reason he wasn't able to make it. But I think that I will continue to pull him until I'm able to bring him here, because I know he's a very busy man. But he will be here because I want to also exploit his perspective on some of these stories that we. The phone lines are open. You can call 0706 048 5853, also 0915 570 8347. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mavis.
Greetings, you're welcome.
It's Barrister calling from Enugu.
You're welcome, Barrister. You're welcome, Barrister.
Like I said before in this program, that the plan to impeach Fubara must have been hatched and they're about to execute it. I said it before. It's not about doing what the Supreme Court said. It's about getting rid of him so the people, the cartel, can have total control of the resources of the River State. Not about development, not about governance, but what they felt that they can do within the time frame which they are in charge. Okay, what has the deputy governor done to deserve impeachment now with Fubara? He has not done anything. It shows the level of selfishness in what they are pursuing. Otherwise, if they should have their way to remove Fubara, the deputy governor should take over. But in this case, if they succeed in removing the deputy governor and governor, then Amafere Martins will become the acting governor, pending some months before election could be conducted.
Could that be the plan?
Yes, yeah. All these are plans by APC federal government, APC-led federal government. They knew what they are doing. They needed River State because the resources that are coming from River State has always been a determining factor to who gets to the center. Check it when Odile was there. He contributed immensely. Check it when Amechi was there. You all saw what he did. And even Wike, and why he continued to destabilize PDP because of the level of investment he had made in PDP. And did not get any return on it. You see, we should be talking about good governance and not to control the state and the resources there. Otherwise, it is Rivers people that will suffer. And it's not a good omen for our democracy, where one man will take charge of everything and continue to do it the way he likes. The same Wike who said he will never be, he wouldn't act as a godfather, has turned back to become the godfather now. We saw him when he said that APC is a cancer. He cannot leave malaria to engage in cancer. Today, you see him romancing with cancer. I mean, what kind of leadership are we seeing? Well, more days will come because I know he's not going to be hesitating. There are certain processes they have to take before they can impeach him.
But at this point, do you believe that they will take those due processes?
They're not going to take it. APC, they are good at doing such things now. You see Abracataba, they will withdraw his Fubara's security aid and give it to the Martins. And that's the end of the story. Wow. Do they care? What they are targeting, these are Nigerian politicians. They are targeting 2027. They don't care about Nigerian people. It's how to get to that office and remain there 2027. That is all. Whether the entire half of the population will die is not their business. They don't care.
Thank you,
You see?
Barrister. Thank you. Thank you. It's really sad. I feel sad about this. Thank you, sir. I appreciate. All right, let's hear what you think about these stories. Fubara, River State. Wow. Are they going to follow due process towards impeaching him? And what do they really have against him? You know, it's an important question to ask. What do they really have against the man? Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mary. How are you?
Oh, greetings. You're welcome.
Yeah, the march is coming from Enugu.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the House of Reps members donating 705 million.
My goodness, did you see that?
Anyway, you cannot give what you don't have. That is what they have. So, it is to them. But I think the House of Reps should be a little bit pragmatic in problems confronting Nigeria, particularly the economic problems and the security problems. I expect them to be more pragmatic, not just problems that are ephemeral in they should rise up to the challenge as members of the House of Reps. Then on Fubara's case, Fubara is number one citizen of River State. I hope you know that.
Oh yes, he is number one.
Yes, I don't know. In fact, I don't even know why people should be saying blame this or blame. He's number one citizen of River State. He still not understand. He still not understand the enormity of his position. He's number one citizen of River State, and if he's lacking ideas on how to handle his problem, he should go to people that ruled their state before and have a problem. For tutorial. Political tutorial. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He should go to tutorial. He should go for tutorials. If he doesn't understand what to do in Rivers, he's number one citizen. The Wike is no longer in charge of Rivers. He's fully in charge. And he should act like the executive governor of Rivers State. And if he seems to lack ideas of what to do in Rivers State, he should consult previous governors that have such cases for tutorials and for briefings. Thank you, God bless you.
Wow, thank you. That was very, very precisely, delivered. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I read a comment where someone says if he's lacking ideas, just like V. Martin says, the person says that he should ask past governors for past former question papers so that he could have an idea of what's about to come and know what to do. But the man, someone had also criticized him for trying to play British politics and didn't play the Nigerian way. And what does the Nigerian way mean? What does it mean to play politics the Nigerian way? Well, we are all trying to understand these situations. But one thing that has also struck me in the news this morning is the House of Representatives, members of House of Representatives donating 706 million naira to the federal government in support of Ramadan. I'm coming back. Let's talk to somebody. Good morning. Oh, all right. I tried to get that. Do well to call back 0706 048 5853. Also call 0915 570 8347. Let's hear what you think. Good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Friday. I'm calling from Enugu.
You're very welcome, Friday.
Hello.
I'm with you.
If was here in Nigeria, na Ramadan keji wenye ego na ha na akpafa. Mana all this work ha na na Nigeria adro ma no mogwe na ta afa na go onye obula ma nwere ifu akwu. Mana iji we mmemme gote efi gote ọkụ weta na ndị Hausa na emiye ka na wefuke ego. Odiro ihe na eme na Nigeria adro kwa mma. If was ife nwike no na eme na ya na River State. All this why we keep on a governor, River State in a trouble this why because also you will River State by force. So Nigeria keep with Thank you.
Thank you, Friday. Thank you, Friday. I appreciate your honesty on the situation. You really did make strong points. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling. You can also always follow our YouTube channel. Follow, like, subscribe, and share. All of these stories are there, analyzed, catch up, like I always say, catch up. Don't be caught saying, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it matters. A crate of egg is almost 7,000 naira, 7,500, depending on your area. It's not funny. It's not funny. And then there's something that's happening on X. If you're not on X, you probably should get on X. It's where the real realities of Nigeria has been discussed. Sold for 15 naira, sold for 15 naira. They didn't know that these things were possible. They didn't know the receipts from 2016, 2017 coming out shocked most people in the country, because a lot of people, when we talk about inflation, don't understand what we're talking about. I think young Nigerians were awakened to the realities of inflation yesterday, because receipts from 2 years ago and above started coming out, and they couldn't believe how far we had come and how far we had gone as a people. It's a sad cry if you are an onlooker. It doesn't look good if you're observing it. It doesn't look good, except you're not an honest person, but it doesn't look good. But, you know, this 706 million naira conversation, it brings a lot of things into perspective. You'll be wondering if the House of Representatives, the members of House of Representatives, all of them, you would think they didn't have constituents. You would think they didn't have districts that they were representing. You think they wouldn't have their people that they represent. And then you wonder if their constituency and their constituents are not part of the Nigerians who are complaining about all of these hardships. I'm just trying to bring you to something. That's something I want you to understand. You would wonder what these representatives have done for their constituents, for their communities, for their state. And they have got, I mean, the public perception is, it's seen as a strategic move to gain public favor. It's economic, it has social implications, it has political implications, public perception, government, and responsibility shift. What do you mean you're giving the federal government 706 million naira in support of Ramadan for vulnerable Nigerians? So you left the vulnerable Nigerians that you represent and went to give the money to the president. At some point, we must really consider the mental health of our brothers and sisters, especially those of us at the political class, the elites. Your body language is bordering on nonchalant. It's almost looking as if you're not in reality with the people that you're meant to represent. Aren't there Muslims in your constituent? Aren't people in your constituent? There are no people in your constituents who are celebrating Ramadan. That money could have gone to communities in your environment where that money would have gone to. Good morning to you.
Morning, Mr. Abu.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
It's unfortunate that the House of Rep could raise such money to give the federal government to support the Israel. And they have not even told us where they got that money from.
Are we also asking where they got the money from?
Yeah?
I said, are we also asking where they got getting the money from?
As if they're not leaders. It's not before us to have whatever perception they draw about them. They're not talking about the fears that are just closed down in Nigeria. I know a number of persons that have been brought to the labor market. They're not talking about the level of economy. How, of course, they continue to manipulate the statistics to tell us that the unemployment has reduced and all that. This is a government of deceit. They're not telling us truth. What we are seeing happen in our daily lives does not reflect with what our government is telling us. So it's a misplacement of priority. The House of Reps is what they're doing is to align themselves within that space where it will be easier and it will be helpful for them to get to another term of office. But most of them in the north, you know how serious they hold this their religious thoughts. They are
more than even the Saudi Arabia, more than even the people that brought the religion to them. So the leaders, you see them promoting about Sharia and all that. You see, one of the governors or speaker paid for 150 couples to get married and do that. They're not clear about how to give them create a level employment that will empower them. Rather, they pay for their wedding and they start producing children and they continue to reproduce poverty. I mean, this is not helping our people. The House of Rep didn't get it. They didn't do well to have done that. It's a completely displacement of priority. It's not good for them. Okay, what of other religion? So the Christians, I think they are in Lent now.
Yes, the Christians are in Lent. Yes.
To support us now. Is that how the nation should be run? It shows that our leaders have less more. They have nothing to offer. That's exactly what it is. This is not the rep we know before. Because previously, we have a solid group of people that were in rep. And they checkmate both the Senate and even the Executive.
Mr. Abo, thank you very much for calling the program this morning. I appreciate you, sir. Sir. Wow, this is a lot to worry about because I'm thinking in my mind, yes, the Christians should get some support for the Lenten season as well. I mean, it's a 40-day fast for the Christians too. So we have Muslims and Christians fasting at almost the same time, and we're getting National House of Rep members donating money to give to a certain sector, a certain group to celebrate, their religious celebrations, the religious rituals. And then there's another group that's also have a ritual going on. You wonder when the reps will also donate money for Christians too. I mean, who doesn't like to be supported? Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Mary. God bless you.
You're very welcome, sir.
You're calling from Enugu.
You're welcome.
It is well. Brothers are watching, and that's my message for our reps. They have given to the Muslims. I can announce to them that the instead of April is Easter, the Christians are waiting for their own. And for our reps, all of them come from different states. If you go down to their localities, how many millions have been spent with the people that are suffering? Right now, in any type of people in the hospital, thank God for some doctors, they will treat them, but they will hold them hostage because they have not paid for that hospital bill. Place like an ancestor, thank God for somebody like Reverend Parambaka has been paying. We have so many people representing us there. Go to rehabilitation centers. That is what we do as part of our personal work anyway. The people that need to be kept, they have read. People out of school, we have read. Many shops have been demolished because of left-over work that had to be done, by our reps. Thank God for somebody like our governor now. May God bless him, what he's doing. That he just came to a kind of very, very undone God. Inside, people that are being represented, that are building houses everywhere, hotels everywhere in Enugu. No factory, no industry. If you go deep down, you know the owners, they are politicians. Let them do well. I come down to River State. They should allow this man, the governor, to enjoy his reign. The number one thing for Christ's sake, anybody that comes from that state that is not leading this matter very well, you know that he yourself a good harm, a great harm. Please, for Christ's sake, the number one thing needs to be respected. Let's support this man. I'm not for that place. I know we are watching what is happening. Today, if they don't take care, anything can happen. That's it.
So who did you say we should support? Who did you say we should support, sir?
The governor.
Okay.
Support the governor.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He should enjoy his stay there. This issue of confederalism to stop in this nation. The people may not be done because somebody puts you there, or you need to respect some loyalty. Please, it's my prayer. God bless.
God bless you, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for calling into the program. It was the governor's birthday yesterday, Governor Pitamba. It was his birthday yesterday, though he asked everybody to keep it hush-hush. But there were some celebrations at the government house he couldn't resist. I mean, those are official. But yes, it was his birthday yesterday, and the entire state and the good people of Enugu State have wished him all the best in his continued administration and in his life. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
You're very welcome.
Yes, I'm Moses Okuri. I'm calling from Enugu.
Oh, you're welcome, Moses.
Yes, I'm talking of the House of Representatives and their giving.
Please.
There was this song we sang here.
Okay.
If you remember that immediately this government came into power, that during when they are talking of giving palliative, and the people are rejecting it, and they donated, that is, they budgeted a very huge amount of money to the National Assembly. I think you remember. Calling it, is it one of those hardship?
Yes. I remember that allowance, the special one.
Now, I think what they are doing now is to pay back a kind of, in short, they are just giving. What I'm trying to say is that, the big men knows how to give to their class or people like them, instead of giving to the appropriate people. It's not as if all these people, they have constituents, they have people around them, they know the right source to give if they want to give to the people, but they just want to target the people. That is, they just want to use that. Normally, one thing you see in this country, anytime, in short, government normally use the name of the poor people just to coach to do whatever they want to do. But the real thing will not get to the people. But they always use that word, poor people, and the people, to do whatever. No business they will do in this country without mentioning the poor and the people. But at the end of the day, they will just do their normal game. It has been, remember during COVID, all the donors, all the million, billion that people donated, instead of people were being locked at home. And we know that if you want to give to the people, it's so easy for you to get to the people and give to them. But instead of giving to them, they'll donate it to the government. At the end of the day, I can count up to 10 Nigerians who receive anything. And even this one, it will still go that same way. But what you will see in return, before the year will go half, you will see federal government returning to them. That is, they are just doing this thing. Give me, do me, I do you. They are just, at the end of the day, maybe let's say that each House of Rep member donated 1 million, for example. Before you know it, that 1 million will be doubled to 100 million. So they are just doing their business. That is just what I'm trying to conclude. And it has been like that. Normally, rich people, people on top, normally receive gifts more than the real people that need the gifts. So it has been a trend. Even in the church, even everywhere, it has been Nigerian system. Once anybody gets on top, it's easier to get
from there.
Yes, because the person giving him knows that in returning that it will be times 100 or times 10. That is the system. Wow. It's a very it's highly abhorrent, but that is where we found ourselves.
Wow, Moses. Thank you, Moses. Thank you. Wow, you took us to a bunch of places, very briefly, but you made a long trip. Wow, that got me thinking deep, real deep. All right, we have 1 minute now. We're trying to get as much people as possible. Good morning.
Good morning, Amy.
You're welcome.
Concerning the Port Harcourt, what's happening in Port Harcourt,
yes.
is just that the way we are seeing it now, we are seeing it very casual, to be very casual. But if Fubara is impeached,
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of problems in Port Harcourt, and which is going to affect us in economical way, very huge, very, very huge. Then concerning the House of Reps, then contributing to the less vulnerable, the way they put it or whatever. To me, it's an eye service to the present government. It has never happened before, which I think it will not happen again. So that's just what I have. It's just an eye service. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend, for calling into the program. I really, really appreciate. You said you didn't want to waste my time, and you indeed did not do that. Thank you. I appreciate. The phone lines are still open. We have perhaps about 8 minutes, and we can get to it. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Bishop Matthew Kuka as the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, as the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of the Governing Council of Federal University of Applied Science, Kachia in Kaduna State. The reactions came up as well. Good morning to you.
Mavis, good morning. Alex from GRA.
Oh, you're welcome, Alex.
I just want to ask something. How much are they giving to Christian now? Everybody's been in the same fasting now. I want to know.
I'm asking the same thing. When they will contribute for the Christian congregation. When they will contribute for the Christian congregation. You too, Alex. You too. Have a nice day, my good man. We're wondering when, we're trying to see if we can get an equal. Everybody, you get yours, I get mine. If this sect is going to get 706 million, this sect should as well get. We've also heard that the pilgrims for Hajj, they've moved. We haven't heard about the pilgrims for the Christians. We hope that is also been put into consideration. But so far, the president just gave the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Archdiocese of the Catholic Church is giving him Bishop Kuka. He has been appointed as the Pro-Chancellor of the Varsity of Applied Sciences in Kachia in Kaduna State. So maybe this is I don't understand the basis of the gift giving, but it's all coming together. All right. Rivers Assembly has moved to impeach Sim Fubara. Okay, so real quickly, let's grab these investigator stories just so you know them, so that tomorrow morning it will be easier to move on. We arrived at Tiosa LGI offices of the official NYSCNG with Youth Copper Osherita Ogumaye in Lagos. She was scheduled to appear before the LGI today. This happened yesterday. And we escorted her to the offices of the attorneys. But these people have been tagged on this. But the LGI officials had absconded failing to show up throughout their stay. So Showore had taken Usherita Ugumaye to the NYSC LGI office, where they had gone to plead for her case. And apparently some of the NYSC workers and people who worked at the LGI, when they saw these people come in, they took off and they ran away. I guess they were scared. They were worried what was happening. So these people said they spent the entire day there and these people did not return. But at the end of the day, Osherita Ugomaye has also apologized to Lagos State for the comment she made that Lagos State stank, in her words, that the whole place had this very terrible odor. I don't know if you've been to Lagos before. They're tearing her apart for saying it anyways. And of course, Ben Moray of Silverbird Television has also asked Nigerians to stop criticizing President Tinubu online and on the internet, and says it's a bad look on the country. Like, okay, let's continue to look at this before I run off. I'm trying to mitigate my time. I told you earlier this morning that my father is the greatest president in Nigeria's history, says Sheyi Tinubu, as he goes on a rampage about his father. He says that people are coming for his father. Nigerians keep coming for his father. You will think he wasn't our president too, you know, like we didn't have a right to call on him. He's our president, you know, he's your father. He's also the father of the nation. So he gets to play that role to all of us. So we can call him. We're not coming for him. We're just asking him to the situation. Nigeria's inflation drops to 23.18% from 24.48%. Also, the total debt service payment has dropped significantly from $540, that's $540 million in January 2025 to $276 million in February 2025, says the Central Bank of Nigeria. And on that note, it is over this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for calling. Thank you for sending your comments and your contributions. Thank you for running this analysis with me this morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to follow our social media on Facebook, Vote 1043 FM, and on TikTok. Just put Vote 1043 FM there and we will be right there. You'll be right there on our page. They will direct you in case you can't find us. Anyways, my name is Mavis Atudume. We'll do this again tomorrow morning by 9 a.m. till 10. Keep a date. And while you're out there today, be good to yourself and to the people around you. Good morning.